Travelers, you hear a voice call from somewhere. Down here, at thy feet, you look down to see a small clump of fur by your boots. The clump of fur speaks. I am Lappy, and I should like to journey forth with thee. Lappy the furball looks at you with amiable expectations. Why do you want to join us? You ask candidly. I heard a voice calling my name, so I must find to whom it belongs, he answers with a faraway gaze. No more monsters, comes Melanie's cold reply. When you say more, do you mean Mar? You ask, but Melanie doesn't answer. Thoroughly rejected by Melanie, Lappy bursts into tears. Lappy says he has no friends because of his aged face and speech. All alone, he decided to leave the village on a journey. Your party is silenced by the crying child with the face of a grown man. You tell Melanie to be nice and quip that both she and Lappy could use a friend. Exhausted from arguing with you, Melanie half-heartedly agrees. Fine, we can be friends. However, she says that they are on a dangerous journey to defeat the dragon. As such, they cannot take a child with them. Lappy leaps up and hugs her in his excitement, exclaiming, "Thou hast made me so happy." Till next time, Melanie says, peeling Lappy off of her and placing him on the ground. Though she thought all monsters to be evil, Melanie feels that the ones here are different. Finally, a friend. You bow, but before you can speak, the man suddenly introduces himself as the village headman. He laughs, then shamelessly praises his own village as being wondrous and peaceful. "And who are you?" he asks. After explaining that you are on a quest to defeat the dragon, the headman invites you to rest your feet a bit in his village. He says that he had heard rumors of the dragon when he traveled the world. You must be tired from your journey. Have a seat. I will have my chef prepare a feast, the headman says, then claps his hands twice to summon a stewardess. Extravagant dishes that you have never seen before are placed on the table before you, each one looking more delicious than the last. "You're drooling," Melanie scowls. You hadn't even noticed. You wipe your mouth with your sleeve, then gasp as you turn to Mar. Perhaps in an attempt to hold himself back, Mar is gnawing on the table corner. There, we'll eat soon," you reassure Mar while gently stroking his head. The doors fly open in the next instant, and a girl runs in. With tears in her eyes, she tells you that her dear companion, Mr. Flobby the Slime, is missing. The headman's eyes go wide in surprise. "We must find that slime right away," he says anxiously. "You are starving, but it doesn't look like you'll be able to partake of the feast before you because of Mr. Flobby's disappearance." "We will find your slime, and then We feast, you add quietly. Melanie reminds you that you are here to get clues about the dragon from the headman. What's the difference? Literally everything. Hunger taking its toll, you two begin to argue. Brave heroes, the headman interjects, then bows his head. Would you please find her, Slime? It appears the story has hit a standstill until you find the missing Mr. Flobby. You need to hear the whole story from the young girl. The child says his monster friend left the village suddenly to go back home. He claims the headman told him that he could go home when he grew up too. The little orc child pouts, but I don't know where my home is. It seems like the girl who left the headman's house ran away in tears. The elderly man says she cannot have gone far. The little goblin sulks as he gazes upon the withering flowers he tried so desperately to take care of. He looks at you with tears in his eyes, silently begging you for help. They must be thirsty, you think to yourself, then douse the flowers in water until... Stop, stop, the goblin shrieks angrily. You're drowning them. If it were that easy, the goblin says, he would have done it himself. You pour the salve onto the flowers, and they stand up tall. The goblin cries out in happiness and thanks you for your help. He then holds something out to you. The goblin stares lovingly at the beautiful flowers and gobbles them up. Healthy flowers are the tastiest, he proclaims in glee. Did he grow those flowers just to eat them? A young boy wanders up to your group in wide-eyed wonder. You surmise his curiosity stems from the lack of travelers visiting the village. You realize you are right when he assails you with questions about your origins and adventures. The Inquisition leaves you exhausted. Melanie's friend Lappy is here. Lappy cuddles up to Melanie. Despite her hatred of monsters, Melanie doesn't seem to mind. The girl sobs, wailing about the missing Mr. Flobby. Melanie places her hand atop the girl's head and promises that your party will find her companion. The girl then hands something to Melanie. It looks like the muddy handkerchief she used to wipe Mr. Flobby. She asks Melanie to wipe Mr. Flobby with it after you find him. The girl claims to have searched the village but cannot find her friend anywhere. Regardless, Looking aimlessly outside the village would be a waste of time. You decide to collect more information in the village. The little orc child is engrossed in a fairy tale. The title reads, The Legend of the Dragon. You take a peek into the picture book and come across a passage that piques your interest. To where, you wonder, then recall that this is merely a fairy tale. The village headman is a renowned gourmet, and rumor has it he only dines on the finest foods. The man says he wishes he too could have such a lavish meal just once in his life. His deep desire for delicacies only growing with time. Wow, a new friend, and so big too. The furball Mar stares off into the distance as the furball snuggles up to his leg. For some reason, Riddis joins in on the cuddling. A quiet furball sits with crumbs around its mouth. The woman frowns deeply, claiming the cakes she bought for her beloved furball have all been eaten by someone else. She says she saw a suspicious man in black with a slime outside the village not long ago. She claims they went northwest together. Did that man take Mr. Flobby? You resolve to leave the village in search of the pair. Nice work. bizarre rock appeared. It seems primed to explode. The bizarre rock transformed into a treasure rock. Nice work. Good work. Pick up a scrap of paper dropped by some manner of monster. You stash the scrap of paper in your pack and resolve to keep an eye out for the treasure on your travels. Thunder roars overhead. Watch out for lightning. You and your friends are lucky enough to make it through without being struck by lightning once. It appears this sturdy door has a magic seal on it. Unfortunately, it is out of her realm of expertise. Something comes rocketing down from the mountaintop. There and gone in a flash. What was that? As one, you and your friends draw your weapons to fend off the imminent attack. Only it isn't a monster, it's a person. The old man claps a hand to your shoulder and barks out a laugh. It's up to you now. You don't even have time to say huh before the old man runs off. Then from behind you hear a rustling as a monster leaps out at you. Looks like that old man's gotten you caught in the crossfire. Let's do this. Next time I see that geezer, he's gonna pay, you growl, stamping your boot hard. Overcome with a strange sense of deja vu, you reach into your pack. The sunset, the smiling woman, the lighthouse. This is the location depicted in the picture you caught as it flew by on a breeze. You stand in the exact spot the woman stood in, as best you could figure it. You must have figured well, because the ground feels a bit lumpy. There's a chest buried here, you're sure of it. Inside, you find an impeccable piece of clothing, along with a message. It was enough to love and be loved in return. But nothing gold can stay. Whosoever finds this may keep it, that they may know a fraction of the love we share. Moved by the woman's words, you press the garment to your chest. The gift was not left in vain. About the enemy. About the enemy. Riddish pays the Doctor of Sorts as thanks, clearly not having heard his remark. Your hand falls on your open coin purse. Hey, that's your money. About the enemy. Look, you two, it's the sea, Riddish exclaims, frolicking in glee. You, on the other hand, trudge along as far as you can from the coast, ignoring the hairs sticking to your forehead. Feeling something at your feet, you glance down. There's something underneath your boot. It appears you've stepped on a monster's cape, making it very upset. It attacks you in fury. Excellent. Don't hold back.